so we are on part 2 of this drawing of this famous William Turner's painting of Dutch boats in a gale. You can see here, I drew this, painted this a year ago, and I quite enjoyed the painting. And obviously I'm not using the same techniques, but you can see here how far we got in the first part of the drawing, which was about, I think we did about 50 minutes of drawing here, or even less. And now we're going to use this good part of part 2 to finish the drawing and show you the details, how you can build it up. So Paintology is not about tools. If you're looking for a tool to do everything, you're not really interested in developing skills. You're mainly interested in doodling or doing something that's quick and to, the pretty much the gamut of the whole world, which is to look for the easiest path towards something. That tends to be the case, and that's sadly the case why people don't develop the skill sets they want, or want to develop the skill sets, and which really is quite sad, because if I want to pursue a skill or to do something passionately, I would do everything to improve it and not just stop at the first instance. So a majority of beginners, they don't feel that they have what it takes to draw, and they're looking for tools, and as a result they become dependent on the tools. But art techniques, if you know, which derives from traditional art using acrylics, oils, watercolors, you name it, charcoal, pastels, they have all used simple tools, but yet they can make masterful art, and there's a reason behind it, and these are the art techniques which I'm going to show you with the Paintology app. So we got here, and as you can see, I was laying down the first swath of colors, using a smaller brush, and it's very similar to traditional. Oh, by the way, I want to show you that if you're new to this channel, please bookmark this page, 2 pages. This one is paintology.com. Click on daily step-by-step video tutorials, and you'll see this whole page dedicated to the daily streams, and you'll see completed drawings that I've done. You can see Cézanne, the forest, and many, many drawings going back. And you'll see upcoming there's the Mona Lisa I did on the phone. So upcoming tutorials are also mentioned here. That's one page you wanna bookmark, and the other one is the paintology.quora.com. So please do follow me here, because I put daily activities up here for people to look at, so you can see quickly if something interests you. Like this one I did, I quite like this drawing that I did of the mountain scene. Beautiful, isn't it? Such overpowering, towering mountain, But anyway, so that's where we are. So please do bookmark this page, and then you'll find the reference image as well. So the whole idea is that you can draw along with me. Okay, then because it's drawn on the phone using the same app, you're not using anything else. Same app, and you can't make excuses that you don't have it. You don't have it because you're not following it properly, or you've missed something. And you're free to ask me questions in comments and everything. Okay, so we've come here from this trace. So trace method is exceptionally powerful method of developing these skills that I talked to you about, the art techniques. And it's the reason why I can make photorealistic drawings relatively easily without using trace, the freehand, So I know I missed this area. It looks like, so I've still got the 4% brush, haze dark. Okay, I'm going to just fill that in to the best I can. Right there. And any areas that I may have missed out, you know, just fill in. Okay, can you see here? I could reduce the brush a little. 2%. The rule of thumb, I usually reduce the brush half what I had before. So you can see here, you can see tones of what allows you to give dimension to your paintings. Yeah, the tones. You see, when I'm doing this color picker, I'm picking out the tones that are actually exactly located in that where I land my finger or stylus lands, okay? These are the tones, and it gives body to the whole. So I'm just going over the areas I may have missed with the bigger brush, right? That's all I'm doing right now. There, I missed that one. And then once I went really fast on the waves because I wanted to finish the first path of colors, the big swath of colors. You see, I missed that bit, so I'm just going to use the line drawing as a guide to these colors regions. So you know I messed up these areas. I'm just going over them. That boat as well. So just for completion's sake, yeah. So we have everything with the colors. The first set of colors, everyone is the boat is a little darker. That's probably sails. If we've got everything. Yeah, pretty much got everything, isn't it? You can see little areas. You don't have to worry about this, but coming from an engineering background, I get a little bit cheesed off if I don't see this, you know, these little things done, you know, quickly. You can see I'm working very fast. I don't have I work with quite a bit of speed, and you should develop speed as you go along, and it'll come naturally to you, but do keep in mind that as you work with speed, you think less and you make less decisions, and decisions that can be a little poor decisions can actually throw you off. So the more you do and the less you think, in my opinion, is so much better. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do now, let's sort of take a good look and look at this painting as long as you need to and ask yourself, what are the art techniques that I've got under my belt that will allow me to get away with creating these effects that are being on the sky, yeah? You can see here. So I'm thinking I could carry on with the same brush and I'm going to introduce you to the density and hardness, right? So let's bring the density down a little bit, and let's increase that to 9%. Okay, and let's keep to our side of the canvas, but take a good look to see what Turner has done with his brushes. He's created a very striking sky with this almost the same color as the sail, meaning that the sky is going to consume this boat, this trivial boat. But in the far distance, you got this ship which is overlooking this distressed boat and ready to probably come and save the day. So let's pick that brush. We've got it down now. Show you again. We're gonna try and. Here is what you should do. If you're a real true artist, you will not just listen to me like ABCD, kind of method. You would start experimenting with this yourself. You wouldn't just rely on me, what I have to say. You of course, you rely on the fact that I'm showing you something, but you'd want to run with it. Okay, that's my point. You want to run with it. Okay, so let me see what happens if I do this. See how I've sort of put the light tones. That didn't quite work. So what I can do is do the other way and practice. Bring out the hardness. Let's see if it's too harsh. So let's bring both down and see what happens. That's a little bit better, isn't it? See how they're adding to that effect. Right. But it's still, to me, a little on the harsh side. So I'm going to bring it down again. Both in unison. Much better, isn't it? Look at that. We've now created a sort of a blending type going on. I'm going to sit. Just blending that beautiful sky. That ferocious sky that's about to eat. I shouldn't say eat, but consume this boat. And then the two are like encircling this boat. The two, I mean, this waves and the sky working in unison too. But the only savior is that far distant boat there. See, all these artists intelligent. They had a concept in mind when they painted, sat down to paint this, isn't it? Well, let's have a look. So, just blend this. So I picked the white, that's why I was doing that. Right. Look at that, we got that lovely bit of sky. And then let's take out some of that sharp edge, sharpness, because clouds are smooth, isn't it? And rightfully so. Let's take out that sharpness here. But still add this jacket. Looks like it's going to create a bow or arrow. Who knows? You don't know. You can interpret paintings any way you want. And let's say that it's curling up on the other side as well, the weather, right? This is our painting. We can do what we want, right? Right there. Okay, so we got that. Look at that torrid sky that's hailing down, isn't it? The dark is hailing down on that boat. Okay, torrid sky. Yes. You can almost add in like an arrow, almost touching it. Right now, so look at that sky now, okay? Now, what about the sea? Let's have a look at that ocean. The ocean is like cradling, it's like saving, it's a, it's like the precipice of this boat, which is the only divide between that and capsizing and then drowning in this ocean wave. So the ocean is getting agitated, probably is not liking the boat, and it's somehow going to throw it off its course and consume it. So therefore, look at this curvature. This is ready to engulf, isn't it? Ready to say, come on, just tip over a little bit more along, and working with this hostile sky on the background, ready to consume it. So what's the next thing we can do? We could make these waves, and the effects that we're looking for. We can carry on using that, but look at the waves, they're more ragged. So I'm going to go up and see if we can use this setting, right? And still keep 9%, okay? And now we've completely come to our drawing. And just, okay, I'm thinking that I need to take it down. So, just, okay. Let's see what kind of effect it produces. We got the initial down, right? So we don't have to worry about got the initial colors down, right? I think we need a bit more. I'm just playing with that, okay? Picking the colors and just creating the effects. It's a little different to how I would draw, right? Picking these dark colors, and I think the waves need a bit more. Yes. Just finding the right opacity setting that this will work. We don't know what it's going to, but we're just trying to create. Look at that there. It's curling, turning. What's up there? It's a little bit of the white. We can get to the white waves later, but right now I'm just creating the essence of these waves of crisscrossing, taking shape, form. Right, that's all I'm doing. Whatever your imagination. Right, even these dark colors, pick these dark colors, give them shape and form, So this is up to us what we can do, right? Right, there you are. We haven't got to the boat. We'll get to the boat later, right? But right now I want to get the shape of this down. Look at that. Up there, we don't know what's going on. I'll just get the different colors. It's adding another layer of interest to this whole painting. And we can see that Turner used a lot of the white, the ripples. We're going to get to that, but right now I'm just putting down. And then maybe I'll get some of this black. Don't be afraid. Use this black as well. Wherever he thinks like these are unknown. Good. Something good, isn't it? Now let's get some of that white, yeah? Let's pick this white. Wow, look at that. Can you see that? I just use, because the white is like the ripples. See that? How that forms? Can you please go the way, please? Okay. See that? Ripple. Wow, it's so strong, but yet it's still signifying death, isn't it? Okay. Let's take that down for the white. I don't want it to be too harsh. Some areas there. See that? There. They always seem to be at the top, nestling, and then turns to dark. Then have some of this color there, brown color, just soften some of the areas. Just keep playing with that. And then I think I need some of that white again. Yeah, it's sort of happening, but I think I need to take down this, take the brush size and take some of these crisscrossy lines that are not really adding realism. There. There, see? Now these waves look menacing, doesn't it? Definitely looks menacing. You don't want to step into that because that white is going to turn to black, and then eventually your head will drop below this. You could use that as well to get even darker tones. Right there. It doesn't have to be exact waves, but it looks like looks menacing, doesn't it? To me it does. I don't know about you, but let's look at this here, this channel. That's sort of, it's going to the far distance. Use that same color. Right, so now we can work on the boat. We're doing well here. So now we can use the same type of density setting and work on the boat. So let's save this. Save. And then I'm going to open it again because this is what I do with prototype apps here. So we've got here, and we can keep improving on it. But now let's get this boat out the way, yeah, improve on it. Then we're going to take a smaller brush and then adjust this to maybe 50%, you see 48%, and then see if we can add some little bit of, it's a bit too big as well, so 1/2, half of that. Right, just trying to get these original lines that we had before, and if you want you can continue to use the halfway house, the train, the trace, and just pick the right colors in that region just to get it right, okay? And get rid of the, and then maybe 60%, 63, try that. Because remember, this is a boat which is more defined in terms of contrast. You know, it's got hard edges, soft edges, and mainly hard edges, yeah? All we're doing is just there. And then it's got this lovely line. Okay, by doing this, you'll also remove the black line drawing that you did, because you're also picking, remember, we're picking the colors that's directly behind that. There, you see, there. Pick the colors. And then you'll create. The more you understand about the tools, the more your artistic skills will improve. See, I'm just this area where, so think of like removing these lines, right? Think of that, getting rid of these lines with your brush strokes, and just keep doing it, okay? Just go over it several times like I'm doing. Right? Think of just removing these lines with your strokes of the brush. Yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Right. 60%. I'm thinking I could increase it to 60, 70%, or 65, 70. Experiment. Trust me, I'm not going to hold your hand all the time. You got to experiment. If you don't experiment, you're not really, you're too hesitant, uncomfortable, or you might make a mistake, or you might be afraid what people might think. So you're better off not doing anything. You know, that's all nonsense, isn't it? You know that. The more you practice, the more better you become, and the less people will criticize. And but don't listen to beginners. They don't know what they're talking about, especially in the art world where people have never painted, but yet they think they're an expert on the subject. Just, they get annoyed when I say, speak the truth. Like art curators, somehow they think digital is all a fad. Well, do you think if I'm drawing like this, a fad? Don't think so. This is just like drawing in a traditional. Okay, I'm using trace, but what about the other drawings I've done to date? Is that a fad? You see how I'm trying to fill up that. I'm going to do one part of the boat, and then I'm going to look at our drawing and see what you think. Yeah. So this left side of the boat, just going to finish that. And then we're going to take a look to see. Because this are probably people, isn't it? So I'm still trying to follow the trace, right? I'm still trying to make sure my art strokes are what the trace is showing. Let's have a look. See, so much better, isn't it? It looks like a boat, doesn't it? We're going to put some watermarks up that boat here, isn't it? Come off here. Don't tell me that boat is just sitting there not doing anything. I'm going to put some watermarks. I'm going to do one more than what Turner does. Take that watermark all the way. Alright, so let's go halfway. Just finish it. This seems to be working nicely. So use the line that you put down to finish it, okay? That's all it is. Very easy. You know where you put the line? Just go over it again. In fact, I'm going to use that method of painting to a few other drawings, like tomorrow, for example, because it appears to be quite an effective method with, for beginners, that is, right? It's using that line, right? It's a guiding line, right? See, that's an area that the brush didn't get through. Looks like a night, doesn't it? The good thing about following the lines is that that's the area that we haven't really colored in, yeah? So that's why we're going over the line with the smaller brush. It's a really good technique, isn't it? I'm always looking out to helping you guys to use this more comfortably, but I haven't seen any one of you doing many block coloring. So I don't know what it is, why you're struggling, or maybe, or it's difficult to understand, or what, I don't know. Because to me this looks like easy, and I think it should to you as well. But if you are having struggling, do let me know, because I'm not going to help you if you don't talk. No matter how absurd your answer might seem, you should question it. I learned that when I was young. And otherwise you're finding yourself not ever questioning anything. And therefore you're just accepting of what's going on out here. And you're not really developing anything that's really important to your skills. So you can see I'm going through the lines, the canvas, right there. And then on his side it's a little darker and a little lighter there. We're almost going to the back of the boat now, so we're getting all the colours down. Okay. Don't go overdo it, just select the colours that every time. So always learn to select the colour picker, because that means you're picking a different colour, that's all. Colour picker means you're picking a different colour. So all it means, colour picker, different colour, which is related to this mast. Okay, again, colour picker, colour picker. You're picking the colours related to that mast. Then colour picker. Right there. Colour picker. Colour picker. Alright, let's see what we've got. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? I would say so, isn't it? So you can see there in the drawing process, this needs to be done, yeah? So again, go halfway, colour picker, colour picker. Don't worry about the details. Just fill those areas that looks blatantly the wrong colour, like white, which we haven't done, yeah? Just go around. You can see these line marks gives you clues to what colours should be right there. Look how quickly we did that. Right, and then you can see we got more to do here. You can use your colour to bring those colours out. Yeah, that was a white colour I picked. So. Remember not to select the white, otherwise you'll end up. So here you can see here, you can go back to pick the right colours, pick the right colours. Pick the right colour here, and here, and here. Let's see what we got. Very good, isn't it? Now we can go all the way up here and pick the right colours, right? Very easy. Right, nothing difficult. And then you can see I haven't done that bit, then this, then that. Just. And then we can go here. And then go here and say, you got to do that a little bit better. I'll go down here and say the same thing about that color here. So even go with the line, don't worry about it. This was very different to what I'm used to, but I'm very appreciative of the fact that, you know, I can now increase my expanding skills. There you are. So that's what we've got. We haven't quite finished yet. And I'm going to take a couple of minutes break. So I'll just be back here while I give it more thought. Okay? Like a few minutes break, please, and I'll see you shortly. Thank you. Hello again. So we got a good 15 minutes to finish this, and we're doing record time break. What I initially thought was a complex drawing by William Turner, but it turns out to be quite fun and something I've enjoyed doing so far. So I can see improvements in the drawing process. Notice that I don't do this in the same digital manner that you would typically do it. Because I have art techniques, art skills, I'm always looking for that to enhance my final drawing. I'm not looking for tools to enhance my final drawing. I'm looking for art techniques, the very techniques that are going to point me how to make a good drawing, just like in traditional drawing and painting. They're the same tool sets you have, but yet they're able to make a painting and drawing that far exceeds your ability. These are techniques. Techniques is what I'm showing you here. Okay? So what you can see from here, I've got to do that background there. You know that horizon there? That to me. I'm going to actually save this and open it up again. Because remember I told you my developer is very adamant that I do that. Okay, so let's go back in here. Let's give this little ship down, yeah? So we got a small brush. You can pick the colors. Get rid of some of these white that are up the way, yeah? Use the color picker to make sure you got the right colors, okay? And then just shape. There it is. Right there. Looks like that. This is a actual. It looks like it's an actual background of the ocean, right? Which is fine. Yeah, that's what we want, and that's what turn are actually implied in his painting as well, so and capture that's fine. Right there. You see we're getting the exact color tones that he's intended for us to use in that region. And that's what we're trying to do, get it close. Let's see if we've got it. Now we've got that little weird white marks of our color. Let's get rid of that, okay? Let's take it down even more, why not? So we can get to it quickly, right? Yeah, we've almost done that there. It's almost like at the pixel level we have to do this, isn't it? Okay, let's see what we have here. We got something in the background. The boat is not showing up as I would like to, which I'm going to change. No worries. So let's take this up again. 2.5%. Let's take these colors. Let's bring this color in there. Let's get some of these marks for now. Let's do the whole drawing with areas of the white. Otherwise, we'll be here all day, right? It's very dark, obviously. If you like something, just leave it, okay? Don't touch it. This is your own style of drawing, painting, right? So just leave it. Okay, we've done that. Cleared that background. Now I'm going to actually add a little bit of tiny details, a little darker here, just to add something. So that's good. Now I can see the boat here. That needs blending. So let's take this down. Remember I said blending is much better controlled at lower. And then this is that's a big area. So we can blend this, okay? Now this is blended. Splendid, right? You can take it up if you feel that you need there. See that? And they're blending here. Blended splendidly. Look at that. How quickly we blended that. Can you believe it? And then, actually, I was quoting my friend, so he uses that word, can you believe it? Can you believe it? Picking up. Can you believe it? Right there, darker one. Right, blending is the easiest thing you could ever possibly hope to do. Blend that, see that? Perfectly, beautifully blended. And then blend this one. Look at that. How easy was that? And then we don't want to encroach too much in that beautiful yellow. It's a big brush, so we're going to have more control around here. So reduce the brush size, yeah? there. And then here. Now you can see here that this colors go up here, because you don't want to spend all day coloring this area. Okay, that's what we got here. Wow, it's beginning to really take shape now, isn't it? Now I can see bits of areas that we can improve on. Remember I told you I was going to do the boat? I haven't forgotten that. The boat to the far distance. We're going to make that distinct, isn't it? So I'm going to do that. Well, first of all, I'm going to blend that area because that looks like two. So I'm going to go keep that brush size 5%, close to the size of this area, which is small. And then pick that brush size, the color, and then let's take it down here. Just blend it. Do you see how that works? Beautiful, isn't it? Right up to this sky. Right up to this sky. And then you can play with it. Remember I told you should play with it? Let's see what that looks. That looks a bit better, isn't it? And then I can see there's more blending required with this black area here. It looks a little bit too hard. So again, blending that area there. And then pick this color here. And then now let's do the ship. Okay, we're going to make that ship. Pick it down right down to 1%. Take it up because we need to put a little bit of color into it. Let's pick this dark color here. Just add. That's a little too harsh, so I can control the tone through that way. Right, just put enough. Put some cargo, front and back. Let's see. Let's see if we managed to. Yep, we managed to create that boat, right? Yep. But let's be a little clever and add a little bit of light, something which I'm pretty sure Turner would have overlooked. Then let's pick that light. Let's say there's a beacon of light here, right? Okay. Let's put some, you know that they have lights on them. Yes, okay. That worked. Actually, let's add a little bit more white. Right, and then let's put a little bit. Let's zoom in and take and then put trickles of white. It's just breaking the waves, isn't it? It's breaking the waves, so it stands out a bit more. There. Okay. Okay, just enough to show there's a boat appearing. Now, what have we got? So we got here, excuse me for 1 second. Hello, apologies for that. So we're practically towards the end, but we're okay. We're doing fine. So this is how far we got. And so what else do you think we need to do? I can see that around that sail, we need to perhaps increase that and pick that color and just get these and maybe go all the way. Right, just finish. Just make that sail a little bit more distinctive. Yeah, that looks nice. And then perhaps a bit more on that sail. But you can see here that black dark edge is going there. So we can take that down and pick a darker color, maybe a little bit more dark. Right there. Okay, and then take this color and then take some of that color there. And make sure that the areas, this is where the drawing process comes in. So you have a lot more control. Right. These are the man-made features. Okay. Let's see what we have here. We don't have what looks like to be a line here. You can expand that to... Ooh, that is way too harsh, so I'll show you what happens when you blend it. Take that down, now you're blending it. Right there. Okay, so now you can see we can blend this bit. This area looks a little weird. So again, we got it down and take that up. Just blend it right there. So that, and the same here. We can blend, take this color, blend it out a bit. This is where all the action is, isn't it? And then this, you can see some of these tones here happening on the storm. Again, we can do some form of blending. Take it up, so big doses of the big brush, so I can really smooth it out a bit. And then take it down. And then there. Let's see if that looks good. Definitely looks better, isn't it? And now I'm thinking the waves there, I can see on the mast here, something not quite right here. So bring that down and then take this. Right. That's okay. Now I can see some of the white on that is not working as well as I would like the waves. They look a little bit cheesy, isn't it? So let's try and pick a light brush and get a bit of a blending going on here. This is not bad, but we can take it down. Like there. Put some of that, and then put some of that darker edge right there. Then get some of that white. Just build it up. Right? And then maybe increase. This is all practice. I mean, it's all experimental. Maybe take it up and get some of that wonderful white and put some trickles. And if it's not quite white, take it up, yeah? See that? How that forms. You got to put it against. Oh yes, we're coming to that part where we're gonna. That's right. Right, just there. I can see it there. Just be very careful how much you add. Gives the illusion that they're waves. Right now, I think that's looking all right. I mean, there's so much you can do. Now let's finish off with these wonderful waves hitting that boat. Okay, so you can say crashing in, right? Crashing in the droplets there, and then here crashing in. I think Turner left this wonderful bit out. Don't know why. There, so we can do that. Look at that waves are coming in saying, you ain't escaping us, mate. There, look at that. And put a little bit of the white there just to give it that the waves are going into every angle of that boat. So there you are. I think I'm going to finish here. So I really hope you enjoyed it. And just to show you the power of simple tools, what you can do, right? So this is Turner's. We don't really care for details on the boat. We just know this boat is in trouble. Crashing waves there. And the distant, boat, large boat, you can tell by the, and then ready to take on the capsized boat and all the survivors, yeah, and fish them out of the sea. Okay, so this is a story by itself, isn't it? So I'm gonna now sign it, and I think we're all right. Yeah. So paint tops. Gotta take that down. Paintology. Okay, there it is. Paintology drawing we made on the phone, and it's looking good, right? So I hope you enjoyed this, and please do comment and subscribe to my two channels to give me support, because I bring this all to you free of charge. I'm not monetizing right away, so you can take full advantage. Everything that's offered for free. I mean, eventually I have to monetize and make some money, as you can imagine. I'm not a complete charitable. I can't keep being a charitable house, even though I love doing drawing and painting and sharing my skill set. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe and comment and post your drawings on the community as well of the app. So I'd love to see them. Thank you. Until tomorrow. Bye bye.